Alright. Time for more Mass Effect Andromeda. In the last stream, we kicked off the game. As a bit of a recap, we've arrived in the Andromeda Galaxy after a 600-year journey on a ship called the Hyperion with 20,000 colonists on it. And we've reached the Nexus, which is also part of our big Andromeda initiative. This is like a big old space station, as big as the Citadel. And despite lasting a 600-year journey from the Milky Way to the Andromeda Galaxy, apparently they didn't have enough power for a year, so now they're actually feeding off of our ship to power the station and keep the lights on. And we've had a rough go of it too. We've landed on our first planet, Habitat 7. It had really bad weather and really hostile aliens that we met. We shot at the aliens and we fixed the weather. Our dad used his AI pal and took him about 5 minutes to decode this ancient alien technology that controls the weather and fix everything. So that seems really handy. So he's super competent, my dad. Also, he's super dead. Kind of his fault. Partly his fault. But mostly because BioWare couldn't afford more than half an hour of Clancy Brown's voice acting. So, you know, kill him off right away. Boom. Done. You had Clancy Brown in the game. Only got to pay him for half an hour of work. Anyway, we got here now. We're at the Nexus. And our first set of objectives are to go meet some key people. We're going to explore a bit. We're going to explore a little bit. Let's just see. We seem to be on like the main control area. Let's talk to this person first.
How the hell should I know? All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Oh, she's right about the grammar.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything.
What a weird way to say that.
Right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
It's the weirdest goddamn thing. I don't know why they wrote it that way. Why couldn't she say, I'm tired? Why the fuck is it only her face that's tired? It's so weird. What happened with Alec? None of these things are what I want to say. Because this isn't exactly true. I don't think he wanted to die. And this isn't true. It's not the only thing that matters. But I guess this is the more truthful thing. This is true. This is not true. I'll say that.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
We don't know that.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home.
What a weird sentence.
Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization...
A bunch of glitches with the animation here.
Don't hold my breath.
So... Colonial Director, that's her. That's her role.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are.
Her hair looks really messed up. I changed some graphical settings to try to get a few more frames out of this thing. But right now her hair is looking really weird, and I wonder if it's because of that. I changed some of the aliasing settings, and I'm seeing a lot of that going on. How do you know my dad?
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
Let's talk about the colonies.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, Spoiled Worlds, Exiles,
Oh yeah,
Hostiles.
the Scourge.
We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire.
It's
The
seaweed in
initiative promised
space.
a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life.
You seem pretty
not an
naive.
enemy that refuses to talk.
Why didn't you expect that?
They don't attack. They disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is.
Why is that
Not
bad?
sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
What do you mean too
I
much?
trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it.
That's pretty
Goddamn
naive.
poetry.
You're definitely gonna have conflict if you run into anybody
There's
you
also
don't
the
know.
strange technology.
New
Has anyone
civilization.
studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
It did blow him up.
Excuse me, Director
Well,
Edison.
Ryder?
it
It's
blew
Pathfinder.
him and me
Right.
off of a cliff.
We're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out.
Why are you so
That's what
angry?
you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you.
What a weird conversation.
Prove me wrong.
Like, since when is our guy like insisting that people call him Pathfinder? Like, he just got the job, and all of a sudden he's like, no, call me by my title. You. It's just dumb. They did it just to have like a stupid like little, just to end the conversation the way it ended in this sort of like argumentative fashion. It's dumb. I think this is where the Krogan hangs out. Yep, Kesh.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine.
Anything around
I
here?
don't care.
Oh, she's talking on the phone.
More widespread than this.
We'll read her data pad. She doesn't like how Tan operates, but he's an opportunist. Okay, so there's 4 of them and they don't like each other. What's in the container? Leather wrapping. Oh my god. Just what I wanted. I'm glad we brought that with us from the Milky Way. Hey, Kesh, what's up?
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that
I mean,
needs
I've been
doing.
acting like an idiot, but
At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
let's talk about this power situation.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Okay. Why do you guys have so many problems? How did you not plan to have electricity after 1 year?
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny.
Oh,
and
that's
take
right, there were
over,
other
then
arcs.
more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
There were not just one arc, there was several arcs, and the other ones haven't been heard from. There's one for the Asari, one for the Turians, one for the Solarians, and then it hasn't been mentioned yet, I don't think, but there's also a Quarian arc that's lost.
What happened to Gene Garson?
The Quarian one was
Killed
supposed to
in
be
the
part of the
Scourge
DLC.
disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
Tell me more about your electricity problems.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Okay. Let's talk about the Krogan. Yeah, you said your clan left.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan, ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here.
We're going to have to deal with
Then
that later.
Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Uh-huh. It's pretty vague. Are we going to ask about the genophage? I don't think so. That's a weird topic to talk about with somebody you just met.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
It's a big problem for the Krogan. A bioengineered weapon. Anybody here interactable, or are you all just non-talking NPCs? Non-talking NPCs. I think Kandros, the security guy, is down here somewhere, right? And this guy's in jail. I think we're going to be talking to him later. Ooh, an arms merchant.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got.
Okay.
It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
What's with these prices?
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all.
You guys crash landed.
And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
What do we have here? Can I sell? How do I have to sell things? Sell all salvage. So let's do that. Is that done? I'm not sure. I guess so. Confirm trade. Wait, cancel. So now I'm just gonna get. I have 100. I'm gonna get 1,400 from all the things I'm gonna sell. All right. What else do I want? This is more than I can afford, but I don't think I want the Crusader anyway. Are really most of these things. Let's just confirm the trade. So we got cash, so that's good. Do I want to sell any of these things on the left? Not really. I guess they all seem semi-useful. It's such a weird interface. It takes me like a second just to figure out how this interface works. Do we want a sniper rifle? No, that's not the kind of gameplay we're looking for. I don't think I want anything here yet. Nothing here is really worth it for me. So we'll leave it at that. Okay, very good. Operations. What's going on in this container? Maverick skirmisher helmet, so that's good. Yeah, I'll take it all, thank you. Can I customize myself in terms of armor? Or weapons? Initiative helmet does nothing. Skirmisher helmet is ugly but does something. That really is ugly. But it has bonuses, and this thing has no bonuses whatsoever, so we'll switch to this. I can't equip it? I can't equip it. Okay, so I can, for whatever reason, cannot equip here. Maybe I need to go to a loadout station or something to equip things. We got blueprints for things. That's good. But I don't have the resources to make most of these things. They need, I guess, these resources that are in red in order to construct things. Yeah, I'm missing all these resources. Okie doke. So nothing there yet. Anything back here? Let's look at the security footage. For some reason, we can look at security footage. From Kandros to Tan. They're talking about the uprising, which led to a bunch of people leaving to become exiles. And Sloane Kelly was Kandros' predecessor, who was part of it. I think we'll meet Sloane Kelly later. He just wants a report. And then Kandros is like, no, we're doing work. We don't need to go do inventory. And somebody named Calyx was more involved in this than Sloane. Okay. And Tan wants us to find out, or wants Kandros to find out where Sloane is. Okay. That gives us a bit of backstory. That's interesting. I don't know why it's called footage. It seems to be a bunch of emails, but whatever. Anybody
But
here?
The planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
What's your deal?
You must be the Pathfinder.
That's right.
Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
If you say so.
What fields do you
Very
study?
presumptuous of you.
Eric's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry.
What does that mean?
Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
I don't know what you guys want from me exactly. Can I talk to any of you? Let's see.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Okay.
Anything I can help with?
I guess I'll just talk to your back then.
Discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving
just walk away.
anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle.
Indeed.
I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people.
Uh-huh.
I fear what might have happened to them.
All right. Well, have hope.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened. And
So Aridana wants us to find her colleagues that she sent out. Ooh. But she's not willing to say that to our face. She was so embarrassed that she walked away before telling me. Eric, can I talk to you?
Pathfinder!
What's up, buddy?
Those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
I'm a scanning machine. I'll scan everything. Sure thing, buddy.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies.
All right.
If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Sure. I like money. Chief Lucan, what's your deal?
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
You know it.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison.
More money.
How's that sound?
Sounds good to me. I need to do something here. What are they saying here? Do I need to do anything here or just read? Alright, it just looks like I can access the minerals. Do I need to interact with anything else? Doesn't seem that way. So these things should be in my log, right? In my journal. This is priority, but what if I just want to go to non-priority stuff? Scan wildlife. Scan minerals and find the missing science vessel. And now I'm just doing this thing. Spoken with Tan, No, I need to speak with Tan. I need to speak with Kandros. So let's just do that. Let's just do that. Okay, so Kandros is going to be here. Liam.
Notice the handoff there. Too small for lizards.
You'd be surprised.
I don't want to talk to you.
There's also providing the seed bank.
Nobody's making creeper in Andromeda.
You'd be surprised.
Who are you?
What am I going to do?
Mariette. Hello, Mariette. What's up?
It's not right. It's not fair.
That's how I start off conversations too.
Oh my,
So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last.
I'm just a random dude.
Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political.
What's gotten
My
political?
husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What was the crime?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, that the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis.
He's the guy in jail, I
He could give
think.
you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Sure, why not?
I'd be happy to.
I love getting involved in other people's problems.
Oh, thank you.
This is an
sure the
RPG
jailer
after
will
all.
Allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
I think he's just across the way. You could probably just cross this area here and speak to him. He's right over there. I can almost see him from here. Anyway, whatever. I'll talk to him for you. What's on this datapad? Kandros says the situation is bad. Strike team missions that has something to do with
This
multiplayer.
console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
Alright, well, let's have a chat. Oh, Kandros.
That's the console for our strike teams.
Yeah,
What
Sam
are
just told me.
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to defend us.
Okay.
Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
For what?
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts holding key positions, or just distracting the kit. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Okay, buddy. So if I remember correctly, we can send out teams to go do things. And then we can play missions ourselves? It's like kind of like a... It's not gambling exactly. Okay. How do I get past this thing? These missions are available. This is the difficulty. That's the description. Got it. So this is... What? I didn't do anything. Oh, these missions were already complete. So we're just waiting to see what the results were of these missions. This was a bronze mission versus the Ket. This is Team November, apparently. I don't know what that means. What happened? It was successful, and we got a bunch of XP for that. Very good. Very good. That worked well. So now we have these missions that could be done. These are all bronze missions, which is fine, I suppose. And the rewards are various mission funds. Let's just send a spike team. I'm not going to play multiplayer right now. 94% chance of success. Oh, I have to pick a team to do it. Well, I guess any team can do it. I guess I have these teams already from the last time that I played the game. We'll send Romeo after it. We'll do this one, 94% chance of success. We'll send November. And another 94% chance of success. We'll send Lima. Very good. That's extra stuff for me, I guess. Kandros, let's talk.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Who?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder.
Alright.
Can't argue with results, though they'll try.
Right.
Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrion Ark.
It's
What's
missing.
the word on the Tyrion Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive.
Who
knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Let's talk about the Turians for a sec.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
What does that
Good
mean?
one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service.
Did we meet Nyreen
But I
at some
kept
point?
wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so...
Wasn't
grand,
she in
so
the
gutsy, I had to be part of it.
in the Omega DLC of Mass Effect 3? She was like Arya's like Turian lover or something? Okay. Well, what do you do here, buddy? You're in here for the adventure, but what do you do?
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Well, let's talk about the Ket.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. But that isn't news to you, right?
No, we just did the thing with the console. Thanks,
Bye,
dude.
Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
I like you. You seem like a reasonable individual.